This is the night before I go to Busan, and I wanted to kind of get something easy to eat. I was thinking about McDonald's, and I was like, I should say, I was really leaning towards McDonald's. And I was like, I had Burger King last night, so I decided, you know what? I'm gonna try something a little different. Let's try some Jokbal, which is pig's feet. And so I walked up the street. It's the opposite way of McDonald's. I even passed a Lotteria, which I was like, maybe I'll have that instead. I stuck to my guns, walked all the way up to Jokbal, and then I saw how large the portions were. And I'm literally leaving tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. There was no way I could finish that, and I wasn't going to keep it in the fridge for like 3 hours. 3 weeks. So I kind of was wondering, what should I do? And I started walking back. I was like, okay, McDonald's it is, because I know that the portions are going to be alright. And then I walked by two foreigners who I was like, hey guys, what are you guys eating there? Chicken? Because just as an FYI, I live kind of on a chicken row. I've noticed that there's a lot of chicken restaurants here. Like a lot. And it's not just fried chicken. There was actually like a wood fire rotisserie chicken that was on the street. So they're like, no, we got the pizza. I'm like, oh, I've heard mixed reviews about pizza. And really, the first pizza I wanted to try was like Domino's or something like that. But these two were like, their friends that live here told them to check out this place called 59 Pizzas or something along those lines. I actually have the box right here. Yeah, 59 Pizzas. He said it was a good chain. Give it a shot. I walked in, didn't really know what to get. I was thinking maybe I'll just do the standard combo. It's actually fairly inexpensive, less than $10 for a regular. And I should say a regular here is like a personal pan pizza in America. And so I was like looking and I was reading, and the owner was kind of like, do you know what you want? Is there anything that I could help you select? And I'm like, you know what? Let's do something a little different. Let me do a half and half. It's what I ended up getting, is a half bulgogi and half prawn pizza. So opening the box, I actually have some overlay footage here. Not too difficult, pretty straightforward, but kind of first impressions as I open this box here is that the color is kind of bland. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. It's just not that colorful. It's not that intense. And even as I look at it, like, beyond that, it doesn't look like that great of a pizza. But I haven't tasted it yet, so maybe I'm being overly critical here. And so it does come with pickles and Parmesan cheese. And here's the Parmesan cheese. It's Con brand, not Kraft. And then here are the pickles, which I think these are like your standard dill pickles. So yeah, let's dig in. In total, if you didn't count just now, there are 6 slices. It is pretty soft. You know what? Be right back. I'm gonna go grab a knife to help cut and make it easier to eat. And I'm back. So I'm thinking I'm gonna try, I don't know if I mentioned this just now, but the 2 flavors are bulgogi and then the tong prawns. I wonder if tong is how they say prawns here. I don't know, but I think I'm just going to keep getting myself in trouble by saying I think they say it. This is what that means. But the burger last night that had prawns in it was also a tong type thing. Or maybe it's like reference to something Chinese. The crust feels a little strange. I'm just going to make a note of that right off the bat. But so this is just plain, the prawn one with no pickles or cheese, added Parmesan cheese. There's ham in there. Actually quite surprised me. It's a lot sweeter than I thought it was going to be. It's like honey ham. And I didn't even get a prawn yet, so. Okay. Not bad. It's not the best pizza I've ever had, but I mean, I could eat this again. Prawn just fell off. But yeah, no, that's totally decent. I will note, they had this one pizza that had sweet potato on it, and I was actually highly interested in trying to get that. It was actually less than $6 too, which is pretty crazy. Alright, so let's try the bulgogi pizza now. There it is. That was actually spicier than I thought it was going to be. It's still sweet because of bulgogi, but the garlic's not all the way cooked. So you got a little raw garlic in there. It's good. It's really good. Between the two halves, I much prefer this one. It's an interesting pizza savor. They got rid of the actual table parts, just the legs. Oh, that's like decent. I'm enjoying this. I've been very hesitant to eat at home because I don't really understand the trash situation. Typically, it's just recyclables and throwaway is what was written on the Airbnb site. But there's like 5 trash cans out there, so I don't actually know which one I'm supposed to use. Or maybe I'm not supposed to use any of them, and I'm supposed to just put all my trash in a bag and leave it out by the trash cans. I seriously don't know. So far, I've been carrying most of my trash to the train station, just throwing away in the garbage cans over there. That way I could segregate it appropriately. Just recently, I started throwing away, or recycling, I guess you could say, the plastic bottles from the water and any plastics that I have, like any sodas or anything. No one's complained so far, so should be pretty good. I think, moreover, the next 3 weeks here I'm going to be gone, so there's not going to be any added trash to any of it. I wonder if the owner thinks that I'm just hoarding trash within his room, because, I mean, he has to be the one that comes out or down. That's a 3-story building, so I don't know if he just lives upstairs or not. You know, if he's the one that's cleaning up after whoever's living in this room, he must be wondering how come he hasn't seen any trash come from me yet. No messages and no phone call, so that's actually not bad, right? Alright, so I'm going to taste a pickle. Okay. It's not a dill pickle, it is a relish pickle. So it is very sweet. Not really my thing. It's cool, whatevs. It's just one of those side things that they serve with pizza here, apparently. I need to eat the prawn slices a little faster as it heats up and then cools down. The prawns are starting to get a little rubbery. So I put a little of the Parmesan cheese on this one. No real change in flavor. The rubberiness of the prawns really kind of cutting through. I didn't know that he put mushrooms on this one too. I think the red sauce is a lot lighter than it is back in the States. It's slightly red, but you can't really make too much out of it. Alright. I'm going to try this bulgogi with the Parmesan cheese on it. And the last 2 slices I think I'll eat without recording. If there's no real reason for me to eat this in my room. The atmosphere and everything is not that much different. Although this place only had 1 table on the inside, so if he does get people to eat in, it's literally just 1 table I could eat in. Everyone else had to, like, take it out. Alright, so this is the last, not the last, this is a bulgogi with the Parmesan cheese on it. Maybe I didn't put enough cheese. You could clearly see it now. I don't know if it's more along the lines of, like, my taste buds just aren't that sensitive, but I don't really taste any of the cheese. Okay, I taste the cheese. Yeah, there just wasn't enough. It's good. Adds a little bit of cheesiness to the pizza, which in this case, that only helps, so I'll dump the rest of the packet on the last 2 pieces. But, yeah. Okie doke. This is a great little find. Maybe I'll go back. I don't know. I don't have that many days left in Seoul, so I think I have like a week in total. I might try to make sure that I'm eating a lot of other foods. One of the things I was thinking about, but ultimately decided not to, was army stew. There's this famous place for army stew. I looked at the cost and size and was like, at the very last moment, like, you know, not tonight. Maybe on the day that I get back from Busan, make a quick trip out there. It's about a half an hour out, so via bus. Again, that was nice. I'll finish up these last 2 pieces in peace. Pun intended, I guess. Drink a little bit, or try to kill off the makgeolli that I have in the fridge, which is the only opened drink in there that I have. And, yeah, I'll see you in the next video.